Joe in real life. Okay, a lame little video today, but also something like a return to normalcy. Full disclosure, I worked out this morning, but I slept late and I had to work, so it was a rush job. You know, I just got up, did my yoga, did my burpees, did some mobility work, um, and then had to get on my bike and get to work. So this is after work. I've been at work like 10 hours and I'm just going for something in the squat, just trying to squat, you know? And I hit 170, which I had plenty more left in the tank. But if I'm honest, I felt a little bit like I was going to throw up while doing this. Part of that is I had about a half-hour bike ride home and I cranked really, really hard. And then threw a pair of shorts on, threw my little workout slippers on, and just started moving. And I don't know, not a great choice, you know, in hindsight. But I knew I had to make a video. I knew I had to check in with you guys. I'm doing a lot better. I'm still humiliated, still trying to shake off the physical effects of what I've done to myself. But generally, better, just better, you know. This doesn't amount to much, you know. This is just me putting weight on my back, essentially, and I don't feel bad about that. I'm not ready to start working a proper program. I might not even do that at all, you know. Now that I'm rebranding, I kind of think low weight, high reps conditioning, muscle building stuff is the way to go. I don't know though. I reserve the right to change my mind on that. I've been enjoying my yoga. I've been enjoying my mobility. I've been enjoying my 4 sets of 20 reps. The squatting is largely a relic of another era, you know. And whether or not I spend real time there, that remains to be seen, you know. I suspect I'll always squat. I suspect I'll always squat every day. But I don't know that I need to put that fine a point on it. And, you know, part of what I'm working on now in my recovery, my addiction recovery, for those just tuning in, is to not be so goal-oriented, you know. There's nothing wrong with having goals, of course, and there's nothing wrong with pursuing them. But where it becomes an issue for me is I get a goal and then I achieve a level of normalcy and I hit a baseline in my routine and I add another one. And then I add another one, and then I add another one, and then I add another one. And I keep doing this. And I lose control of myself, you know, by the time I realize that I'm overwhelmed and incapable of dealing with what I've put on my plate, it's too late, you know. I'm not trying to suggest that's culprit. That's what happened to me. And I'm an addict because I'm an addict. I have a chemical dependency. And it doesn't pivot around or hinge upon behavioral elements. But there are certainly things I do, certainly defects of my character that put myself in problematic situations. And I do this routinely, you know. My fear of this financial insecurity with a baby pending is what forced me into a dangerous job where I made way better money. And I knew it was dangerous. And it's in part why I was so anxious all the time, was because I knew I was sitting on top of a time bomb. And I think I probably could have gotten away with it if I could have just relaxed. But that's like saying I could have gotten away with it if I could have put on an Iron Man suit and fought crime, you know? I wasn't able to. Whatever that tool is of de-escalation, I don't possess it. And so that's where I was, you know? And anyway, that's at least partly where my thought process is these days. I'm struggling, man. And I don't know, I have remorse, but I'm also grateful that the fallout wasn't much worse. So anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. This video is at 2x speed. This is 170 for 1. And yeah, it felt fine. I definitely had 185. I definitely had 200. But what's the point, right? You know, like there's time enough for that. I don't have to go there today. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.